You and the person you love, you're separated, you miss them like crazy, and you're about to text them. Now you think about what to say, what to do, and how to get a response. Stop. In this video, I will show you what you're actually doing in that moment and why it keeps you stuck in a loop and what can finally change once you stop this kind of behavior. I have spoken to thousands of clients, and so many of them were scheming about how to end separation, how to make them stop ghosting. They're thinking about reaching out, about fixing the situation. They're planning what to say, what to do. They're trying to persuade the other person. They're trying to explain themselves better, and they think they just have to understand, and then they will come back. They try to get the other person to talk, basically to get any reaction. Some are posting things online as signs for the other person. Some are sending them gifts. I have heard all of it multiple times, so you're not alone when you're trying to do this. But what they all have in common is they're trying to do things in real life to move things forward, to get any kind of reaction from the person. But that is called control, and it is the opposite of what we call letting go. Letting go is completely misunderstood. Letting go does not mean forgetting your person. It does not mean not thinking about them anymore. It means to stop this kind of behavior. If you want to know more about this, check out the video popping up right now. If you're stuck here, this is what I work through with my clients, because this is where people block themselves without realizing often. And then in coaching sessions, I can help them to unblock it, to finally get the movement and also the union, the relationship they desire. If you're also interested in coaching, the link is in the description box below. But honestly, all the things I just listed, it doesn't feel so much like controlling them, because you just want to talk, you just want to make things right. So if to you it might feel like you're trying to fix it and not to control. I mean, let's be honest, I understand why you do it. Been there, done that. You want to get a response and you want that clarity. You want movement. And since the other person is not giving you that, you're trying to create it. And it's completely human response, I understand. That is because your mind has difficulties dealing with this open loop and it needs some kind of closure. If the other person just distances and we don't have the answers we need, then they basically live in our heads rent-free. And it really can create this kind of obsession, and this kind of obsession, it just creates more pain and people just try to cope with it. And often living day by day, I have been there myself. And at this point, it doesn't even matter if you're dealing with a twin flame or just a person that you love deeply. But what this kind of behavior actually does is that you're trying to force something and you're trying to change their behavior and you're trying to influence the situation. For one, you're not respecting the boundaries that they are setting up right now at this point. And that will just make them withdraw even further. But also it will keep you stuck in this loop. Because this kind of behavior won't give you the answers you're seeking. Even if they would respond, sometimes they do, they will fall back into the old behavior, which will cause even more pain. And honestly, this is why nothing changes. By the way, this pattern is one of the 18 blocks that I have discovered when trying to manifest anything, especially, of course, love a specific person, and nothing is happening. If you want to understand all of the 18 blocks and resolve them, maybe because you don't want coaching or you like to have it written, then I would advise you to check out my Manifesting 101 book. But also, of course, you can get the 3 most common blocks completely free. There is a link below. But now let's talk about the shift, about what you can do better. Because wanting your person should not mean that you're trying to get a reaction out of them or that you're persuading them or trying to fix the situation. The actual shift is that you're trying to make things happen in the outside, in real life. You stop trying to get a response and you stop trying to manage the situation. Instead, you move into the state where you already have your desire, where you already are the version of yourself that is relaxed, that is healed, you could say, that is trusting, and also, of course, that is with them. And how do you do that? by consciously shifting back in your imagination by already having it. No matter if you do visualization, scripting, inner dialogue, inner monologues, that is simply your preference. But important is to resign more in the state of already having it than in the state of not having it. Because I am going to give you this uncomfortable truth that I know nobody likes to hear, but you don't get the reassurance first. You don't get the response from them first, and you don't get the proof first. Only once you shift it into that state and you no longer need it, then it actually must come, because every time you think of your person in a positive way, you are manifesting, just as every time you think of them in their old state, in the version that is not showing up the way you want them, you are of course keeping that state active. And that is another thing. If you keep on seeing them the way you don't want them, focusing on the problem, wanting to fix the problem, you keep on manifesting the problem on autopilot. So honestly, you can either keep trying to make something happen, or you can move into the state where it's already decided. You cannot do both. So if you're thinking about texting them right now, it's because you're reacting to what you see. You're reacting to how you perceive them, how they are acting towards you right now. And if you want to understand how to stop reacting to the circumstances and to actually really shift this, then watch this video that is coming up next.